Hey guys, welcome to the Scrub League playoffs today. We had a bit of one guy didn't manage to turn up, so we have actually one of the wildcards playing as this is Marsh here. We'll be co-commentating with me today. One of the wildcards actually didn't turn up. One of the wildcards turned up. Both wildcards turned up, so one of them's going to take over because they're actually high enough on the table to take over the 8th person who was actually not in time. Unfortunately for Tam, he wasn't in time. We gave him a chance, but we waited for him about 10 minutes and he didn't come in. So he's going to miss out. That means one of the wildcards will be replaced. We just elected somebody in the shop to do it. It's going to be AJ playing Red Eye, so that's probably something for you to watch out for. So yeah, well, how much impact do you think the wildcard being changed is?
I don't know. I mean, because
they're just meant to upset people to get points.
Because the thing is now Joe's come here with a deck that's meant to upset people and disrupt people, and now he's actually a player.
Yeah.
So it'll be really interesting to see how he does, and especially as well AJ. I didn't expect to see Red Eyes.
Yeah. All right then. First off, in the first round of Scrub League playoffs, we have rank 4 from. Is he playing rank 4s? Yeah. Playing Clownblade. We'll have Clownblade playing against Masked Heroes, which is going to be Lewis versus Joe, Joe's actually one of the wild cards, but
now is not.
Yep, he's actually now one of the actual players. Yep. We got 10 players here in the playoffs, and it is 2 groups of 5 people. So 2 of them, of course, 2 of them are wild cards. So
we'll obviously explain if anyone gets any confused about this on the way. We will, of course, explain it again and again and again until we're tired.
So right, let's start off the match. Don't start yet, please.
What? It says let's start off the match. Don't start, please.
Yeah.
We're gonna start you off, but let me just set you up.
Just prepare. Come on, Lewis. Yeah, I think everyone else can. Just not you guys. Yeah, Angus says hey.
Don't worry, you get 5 minutes more than everyone else.
Angus, do you want to play Heroes of the Storm later?
Yeah, they said you want to play HOTS later.
Yeah. Z says he loves you, Angus. So
there's Joe, and we should change.
Hey, I'm right. That's better.
Link to the Twitch. He needs to send it to his friends.
Twitch.tv/Kara2the3.
Angus says K. Yeah, Lewis. Angus says K. Lewis. Angus says K. Lewis.
So yeah, you want to play HOTS then or something?
Yeah.
All right.
I will transfer. Z. Angus says he loves you too.
Yep.
Oh, you look so happy. Oh, Tam has just walked in.
Too late. All right.
You've been taken over, Tom.
Yeah, you may not start. By the way. So now we're starting. Left guy's Clownblade is Lewis, and I think Lewis won the role for this.
I can't remember. Dan won yesterday, didn't he? Overall?
Yeah, the Grave could be the minus spot. Lewis was second place. So
second again.
Right now, if you want to put a bet down, Lewis is probably one of the favourites.
For me today, it's between Lewis and Danny. Yeah. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing if those 2 meet up. That could be game of the day.
Yeah.
But I was talking to some people last night and sort of saying like, I've got no idea what Lewis is going to play. He's played like 3 decks
He's got about 20
anyway.
decks, yeah. So you don't know what he's going to be. It's unpredictable.
Oh, very much so. And I think that could play into a lot of people might have come here thinking, well, Lewis is going to play this, so I'll play this in response. And then he's turned up and gone, no.
Right, so Lewis started with just saying a monster. Nothing much really. For his deck, he usually goes off turn 1, but
this could be an opportunity, perhaps.
Yeah, and of course, Masked Heroes, they just spit out Dark Law easily. But decides to go with the 1900 beater Neos Alias.
Set 5 and we're going to attack your face down.
Ooh.
Seems like he's attacking the face down, so he's going to see what it is. It is a Heroic Challenger 1000 Blades, which gets one back from the grave if there is if damage is dealt on your side. So
Joe gains 1,000 now from the Upstart Goblin.
The limited card.
Yeah, we've had someone ask it, Crazy Pug 69, which is, I still think, one of the strangest names we've heard all week.
Crazy Pug F69.
Yeah. They said, would you do traditional format rules in the future?
Which one's traditional? That's the one with
traditional's the one where like everything's at 1. Pretty much. All banned cards are at 1.
It's just FTK. I mean FTK the format.
Essentially. I mean, yeah, but it means you get things like Change of Heart, man.
Alright.
Have too much fun.
So you take 500.
Yeah, Lewis would probably find a way to break it.
Yeah. So that means Lewis takes 500 damage by stopping the attack of Neos Alias.
Ooh.
So that triggers the 1000 base in the graveyard to be summoned.
I think with the traditional format stuff, Lewis would be the first to break. Find some kind of ridiculous.
I think the main problem with traditional is there's so many. There's just magical scientist FTK format and Makura.
Oh yeah.
I know it gives a lot of decks decent
chances.
chances.
Like Greed and Graceful Charity. I mean, who doesn't want to play those
It's not
cards?
just that. It's also Destiny Hero, Disc Commander, Mind Master, Fishbowl Blaster.
Can you imagine how much money Callum would make?
That's the whole point of it. There's so many broken cards that
his band fold.
It'll balance each other out. But I think Makura FTK is just the most broken deck in that format.
It is, and
because you just activate.
Oh god, we'd get self-destruct button as well.
Jar of Greed. Yasagarasu. It's like, Yasagarasu, the normal Yasagarasu is going to be in there.
That'd be absolutely horrible. Yeah, can you imagine Spirits as well? Spirits would provide so many problems with Yatta lot.
Oh, Chaos Emperor Dragon,
Yeah.
Sangan, Wish of the Black Forest, the classic OTK with that.
Jesus. Yeah, no, that would be problematic. Sillies.
YG MST is foolish.
I bricked.
So there's Joe apparently he's gonna try to negate MST with the try to negate foolish with MST.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all tried to negate something with MST at some point in our lives.
Lewis dumps Strickland here, which means he takes 1,000 summons from the grave.
Okay, so the strange thing here is, I think it's fair to say Lewis has got all the advantage at the minute, but obviously he's on lower life points.
Yeah, but Joe could have like that devastating back row that could just clear the whole board anytime.
We don't know. He has got 4. So we'll see where that goes.
Why is your mat upside down?
Yeah, why is your mat upside down?
We just noticed.
And that is the correct attitude to
Don't
have.
forget, you're actually a contender for top 4.
Contender for top 4 has mat upside down all day.
From your angle, it doesn't say hero.
Here's a Utopia.
There's Utopia's the Lightning.
Clutch plays MST again.
Just showing Utopia and Utopia Prime. There's probably going to go
Oh,
into
he's put
Lightning.
the Prime in the middle this time.
If you're not sure what Lightning does, it goes to 5k in the damage step, and your opponent can't use anything until then. Damage step, similar to Armades.
It's a 5k Armades.
Attach 2 to go to 5k, which is not something that everyone can deal with. It can steal so much damage, it steals a lot of games. As soon as he attacks, your opponent can't respond.
So it takes 37.
Not going to use the effect.
Remember that the Neos Alias attack has been swapped and defense, so it goes to 13, which means he takes 3-7 on the battle instead.
Yeah, so that puts him down to 5-3.
Yeah.
Perfect hero lives territory. Mixed with a fucking cube. Yes.
He has alluded to that. Joe, of course, for the longest time in Scrub League was playing heroes without Hero Lives. And the first time he ever played Hero Lives,
he wins
won.
with heroes.
Are you running hero lives now?
Yeah, what's
Yeah, he should be running.
What are the most smart players you've had in Scrub League?
In Scrub League, once we had about 22 players playing, and it was a pack. The shop was too packed.
It was.
Like that was actually the maximum the shop could have. We could have had more, but there was not enough room, and there's not enough tables in the shop to play. We have a small shop. We don't have a very big shop here in Leicester.
Just to quickly get
Dark Hole. That's what I'm saying. You could just clear the whole board with one card if Lewis decides to overextend, which he did with the Instant Fusion Norden.
Yeah.
That means he's already used up his Norden, of course,
And he's
which I won.
he's
Now you use Strickland first, and then 1,000 base in separate chain.
Yep.
So he takes 1,000 again, but 1,000 base will come back.
Obviously, he has lost 3 of his most powerful Xyz now. He has lost the Utopia,
Giant Hand,
the Utopia, the Lightning, the
Giant
Giant Hand, the
Hand,
Rafflesia. Also the Utopia and the Utopia Prime, that I suppose kind of count.
10 cards in this extra deck left. He's already used 5 of them.
What's that card that you can activate when you've got less cards than your opponent in the extra deck and it screws them somehow? I can't remember what it is. But,
There's Recover, which
maybe,
is
maybe that's all. It's all part of his plan. It's all a ruse.
Alright,
he's
so
overextending his
Lewis's
extra deck.
Strickland got cleared off because Neos Alias ran over it. Seems like Joe has opened not very well, but he's actually dealing with Lewis decently here. He's actually winning in terms of life points.
He's making the best of a bad situation.
Yeah.
And the true mark of someone who's really good is if they can take a bad hand and actually turn it into something good. So it'd be nice to see if he can do that. But,
Lewis comes in with the unexpected dart, which summons a vanilla from the deck.
And
it's
it'll
pretty
be,
good.
we assume the Angel
See
Club
if Joe's going to respond there, yeah. Probably any vanilla must from your deck. But you see, Joe decides to solemn warning it, which puts him down to 5,300.
Yeah. But of course he knows that Lewis isn't going to have much else he can do.
There's a very nice equal over there.
He knows that there isn't much Lewis is going to be able to do.
But don't forget, Lewis still has cards in his graveyard that he can use, so It's not really over for you,
He
Lewis.
only has one back row though.
But yeah, he is down to 2 cards though.
And he's on 45.
And he decides to Twin Twister by he goes into the Shadow Mist and pops the back row. And of course, Shadow Mist.
What was the back row? The back row was Treacherous.
Treacherous, so that's quite good. So if that was actually a good play because if he summons the Shadow Mist, they both just die.
Yeah.
And he loses 1900 meter.
He's read that very well.
So for now, he searches Bubble Man.
And of course, that means he'll have no cards in his hand.
No cards in hand, so maybe he can spec it if he wants to.
I think he can, yeah.
It's up to him. See what he does here.
And is the alias still switched, do we know?
It's only till
No, it's until the end of the turn.
Okay.
Also, this is a new one.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the alias that got swapped got killed by Utopia Lightning.
Of course, and he took 37.
Lewis 619 here, but maybe he'll use his.
Puts him down to 26.
Thank you. Mask change to means he can go into a light mask hero monster. It's probably going to be this one. Gogo will put it to 0 attack. That's game for Joe. It takes game 1 against Lewis.
Joe!
Clownblade. Don't forget, Joe's actually won the contenders, so
Yeah, Joe is a contender
That's
now,
very-
so that is important.
that's quite important for him to take it.
Fantastic.
That play there
opening
with the
game.
Twin Twister, getting
Yeah.
the Shadow Mist discard again, the Bubble Man.
Joe
And then
could not have
he
played that
doesn't-
better.
He didn't even summon the Bubble Man. He just pitched it with Mass Change 2,
Yeah.
and that made it game pretty much.
That
So
was a fantastic game. A really good play from Joe. Really good play.
He knows his
from
stuff.
him. Didn't really have much he could do. Played very patiently. Waited for Lewis to overextend.
yeah,
Flips the dark.
I think the mistake there from Lewis was from using the instant fusion for no reason.
Yeah.
He just
I
wants
think,
to-
I think he saw
yeah.
an opportunity because Joe had said, it seemed that his back rows weren't that great.
Yeah,
Overextend.
he made the best out of the.
He made the best
made
out
best
of
use
that
of them.
situation. That's
Very
the mark
nice.
of a good duelist. So well done, Joe. Well done, Joe.
Very nice.
This is best of 2 today. in each round.
It's round robin, so it is best of 2. So you just want to form as many points. But also don't forget, Lewis ended first in the table, so he gets 1 extra point at the
Oh, he gets
beginning.
1 extra point.
As a bonus. But that doesn't mean he's actually through in the next round. He could just lose all these games and he's not going to be through. And
so
of course now
that's significant.
showing.
He's already 1 point
Yeah,
down.
he's already 1 point down. So that's one point lost for him from all the cards, from all the
And
points.
I think that might be
you get.
very telling. He's opened, clearly not that great again. He's just set one and passed it for the second
Oh.
time. That's
double brick.
double brick.
Yeah.
Lewis tells me this could be bad for him.
Oh, Joe.
So
he goes,
Joe
Hero
decides to
lives.
pay 4 grand off his life points from the turn 1. 4 grand.
4 grand. That's,
4 grand.
that's an
That's a
expensive
lot of
spell
life points.
card. But
Very
you know, that card is too good.
Guess summon any. Well, he doesn't summon Shadow Mist. He summons a Neos Alias.
We'll see how that goes. And he summons the Shadow Mist. So he already had the Shadow Mist.
Does that mean? Why didn't he go for Shadow Mist from his
I
deck?
don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
It's quite interesting.
We'll see. Maybe he just wanted a beta.
So I just set the face down, which is, of course, the 1000 Blade.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he just wanted a beta. We'll have to. I'm sure we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see.
Decides to overlay for Rafflesia, which is also
Maybe that's
one
the
of the
reason.
best back fours right
Maybe
now.
maybe he didn't want to use both of his Shadow Mists. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good reason. That is a good reason. Yeah, I'm not going to.
I think he's already figured it
that
out.
is very good. That is a very good reason.
Yeah,
It's like,
I saw it
oh my,
before.
it's so bad.
Activate scale.
Right, Lewis starts off with a Perform Mage Mirror Conductor, which swaps Rafflesia's attack and defense.
Attack and defense become equal to its attack and defense, whichever is lower.
So Rafflesia's defense will go to 300. 300.
Yeah.
So that's 800.
That's a really good card to play around Rafflesia, Mirror Conductor.
Yeah.
As now the 1000 Blaze can run over it without Rafflesia.
That was a very
It
good
doesn't-
time.
yeah.
Rafflesia is always, as we've said this week, a great time one play. But Lewis has managed to get over that very well.
300. Oh no, 1300.
This has 1300 attack,
Trap hole.
but it was already on the board.
He was already on board.
He fed
it
for
was.
Shadow Mist but got detached.
So Shadow Mist is just going to fetch him a hero.
Get the ultimate.
Let's get the Bubble Man.
Super.
Super Bubble.
Go crazy. That was don't do Shadow Mist.
Call me maybe. Okay.
Oh my god, Jack.
I just met you.
This is
crazy.
Did this just turn to a music?
This turned into Carly Rae Jepsen.
Lewis decides to Xyz, instead of going to the synchro play, brings out his own Rafflesia.
Yep, it's very defensive from both of them now. I think, as we've said, this could be battle of the
Both
bricks.
decks is very good access to rank 4s as well, so you see a lot of rank 4s getting summoned this game.
Just okay.
He sets one
this
monster,
matchup.
one spell or trap, and goes.
Decides to passively play this turn. Don't forget that Joe's actually on 4,000, so he's lost quite a lot of
Off the hero
life points at
lives,
the beginning.
yeah.
Didn't make good use of the hero leaves as well. 1,000 base, Soul Harbor does piercing damage here,
Yeah.
which lets him get a search because he did battle damage. That puts him down to 37. Still significantly massive difference between the two players in life points. That's mainly because of the hero lives, of course.
Yeah.
But that could.
It's best of two.
It's basically a normal scrub league with a twist.
There's lots of burn stuff.
So Lewis passes it, and Joe cheers somehow, and he gets a Goblinberg top deck, which does specimen a Shadow Mist to get a search for a mass change card.
You don't know how long you've been waiting for that.
So I guess he grabs a mass change 2. It's quite interesting. Not the mass change 1. He gets a mass change 2.
Breakthrough.
It's unaffected by traps. Decides to break through to the Rafflesia, which is a misplay because, of course, Rafflesia is unaffected by traps. And he decides to mass change 2.
It's not the end of the world, though, but just bear in mind as well, breakthrough skill in the grave still has its own effect. I mean, yeah, he'd rather not have done it, obviously, but it's not the end of the world for him by any stretch.
I think it is because Rafflesia is going to destroy both the monsters.
Ooh, oh, treacherous has happened.
So he doesn't get a mass change target anymore, and he used mass change 2, meaning that he's got no more cards in his hand. You don't get Dian. You don't get Dian. He resolves first.
Because it resolves backwards.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
your
shame.
monsters get destroyed, and then Dian
And then
doesn't get summoned. It doesn't work because the monster's gone.
that's a shame, but
Decides to eco here.
cool, yeah, I think
Grab a hero from his deck to see what he gets.
it's a good decision. That said, it can be the case.
3-7.
This little man might come in useful if you can use the back row. That might be why he used a breakthrough skill. Let's see.
Could be. He didn't seem exactly phased when he misplayed. That's true.
Special, the bubble man. Of course, you get to draw 2 if you got no other cards, but he's got one set.
One back row.
Decides to pass though.
Yo, Jam, what up, man? Says someone on the stream.
Hello, Unix. How you doing?
It's quite a good name. Neo Nexus.
He's got a YouTube channel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You know this is bullshit.
So
Well, that's the only thing.
just a bubble man on Joe's side, and
And now we get the second.
the
assault
set card
roll.
got popped. Did it get popped? I don't know what happened. It's still there. I can't see it.
Yeah, it's still there. It's
there.
matte.
It just blends in with the play mat. That's
See, Joe,
It's still
had it
there.
the right way round, be able to see it.
We'd know.
his mat's upside down for some reason, but
I think that's pretty hype. Pretty hype.
see how Lewis plays around the back row here.
This would be interesting. I mean, I find it very difficult to say that Joe could possibly claw back from here. I don't know though. These assault halberds aren't huge, and obviously he's got the hat tricker out now, and he's going for a rank 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, we got Marsh here, co-commentating. That's good. That's good.
I do what I do.
Joe, anything?
So Lewis just decides to go to battle phase
Be
because
what I think it is.
his
Be
monster's
what-
got piercing damage,
Be what I
which
think
gets
it
him
is.
to search. So Joe concedes here. That means it's a 1-1 score between these two players.
A good game though.
I think the misplay.
I will, Angus. I will.
Yeah, I think Joe misplaying, not realizing Rafflesia can. Don't put this in please. Rafflesia putting the treasury strap on as a mass change target is just making it.
It's one of those things. So stuff like this happens, doesn't it? I mean, but still, 1-1. I think yeah, best of 2. That's it.
Yeah. So you got 1 point each.
1 point each.
1 point each.
A very interesting and back and forth match.
All right. So that's about it for round 1. We'll be having a quick break, about 2-3 minutes to set up the next game. So yeah, stay tuned, guys.
We'll be back.